muted that whole time. I just had us muted that whole time.
Oh my
God.
No. Oh my God.
Let's start that over, right?
All right, yeah.
Welcome to Speaking Out Loud. This is Renee, along with me, the one and only John.
What is going on?
Horba. We made it through to week 14.
Yeah.
Crawling, digging,
Scratching.
The jerseys get dirty. The sweaters get a little
They
dirty.
get dirty. They get hot sauce. They get the ketchup on it. They get the hot wing sauce on it. That's
Hey.
only dirty. They get the beer stains on them. Got a little bit of everything.
Legit question. Do you wash your jersey throughout the year?
No.
Not at all, right?
No. I've only worn my jersey like twice this year anyway. I need to update
You're
my
more
jerseys.
of a sweater guy, though. Huh?
Yeah, I need to update my jerseys.
You're more of a jacket sweater guy.
Yeah.
That's not too shabby. But that's a legit question. Now drop that in the comments for me. Let
Is
me
it
know.
bad luck?
Do you wash your jersey every week, once a week, or I guess once a week or every week's the same shit.
Yeah.
Every week, every other week. When do you wash your jersey? Me
End of the
personally,
season?
this might be gross as shit, but I don't wash my jersey at all year.
Yeah.
So like my Dak Prescott jersey from week 1.
Still dirty.
Still got a little pizza stain on it.
Yeah.
Just a little pizza stain.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, bro. It's got a little. I did drip a little beer on it. You know, that was a rough week 1 for us.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, how the tables have turned.
Yeah.
To be a Cowboys fan, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm enjoying it. You know, realistically, getting that first round bye, winning the division, still not out of reach.
Out of reach, no.
Is it though? I mean, mathematically,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's pretty hard to.
It's not mathematically.
Not
Well,
mathematically, but it's still hard.
A lot of it is based off of
It's very
what
improbable.
Philly has left. The schedule that Philly has left.
Which
I
is
think that's
pretty easy.
But here, check this out. Let's say Philly loses today to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saquon is going to play today, so that makes a huge difference in that game.
Yeah.
If they lose, that Christmas Eve game gets so much more real.
D-Hop.
What's the
That's
question?
the question.
You just
D-Hop.
don't fucking figure it out. D-Hop.
D-Hop or Keenan Allen?
D-Hop or Keenan Allen
D-Hop.
today.
Yeah, D-Hop.
D-Hop. Connor's playing.
Yeah.
Connor likes to throw up a lot of players to our boy D-Hop. I do have D-Hop in fantasy. Got him about 6th round, which is nuts. But it's because I think I played with a bunch of soccer players on my fantasy league, so I don't know how much they actually watch it or how much they pay attention to it. Or whenever they go on the draft, I don't know if maybe they just go based off the order.
Yeah.
But if you went
That's
based
available.
if you went based off the order, D-Hop was way down because he was suspended for the first 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So his projected points was going to be lower, so you had to kind of dig for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I was. That's the first thing I saw. I was like, oh shit, D-Hop's way down here. So if these idiots don't pay attention, they're
Yeah.
probably not going to get him. Or if they do auto picks, definitely not going to get him. So, and I did have 2 guys in front of me that set their auto picks on around like the fourth round.
No way.
There's nothing more annoying than someone that does the auto picks.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, that's bad.
But that might be me being a 30-year-old man taking fantasy football a little way too serious. That might be it, right?
Honestly, no, because I mean, a lot of people get annoyed by that. Like, that's not even the right way to draft. Like, that's just saying, like, why are you even playing fantasy?
Yeah, that
If you're
means
gonna
I'm
auto
donating whatever it
Yeah.
is to buy in,
Yeah.
right? And you're okay with that.
Yeah.
That person that sets up their auto is like, screw it. Maybe the computer might win me this, and if not, I can always blame it on, bro, you got lucky that I didn't get to do my draft and it had to be auto picked, bro.
Yeah.
But sometimes that auto pick really fucking helps.
Yeah. It does.
Sometimes it really does. JB Baker Mayfield strung up a couple good moves, couple good passes on Thursday night. You know, came straight off a plane. 2 days to prepare for a Thursday night football game? Probably the only thing that he learned was a 2-minute drill, and it played out.
Yeah.
Am I getting too excited about possibly the fact that Sean McVay might turn Baker Mayfield's career around? Because let's not forget Matthew Stafford, all the injuries, everything that he has accomplished, everything that he went through, everything that body's gone through, may possibly potentially hang him up this offseason.
You never know.
Is Baker Mayfield, can he be a good fit for Sean McVay?
Well, he's made it work with Jared Goff. He's made it work with Stafford and Baker Mayfield. Like, what are Baker Mayfield's strong suits? Like, he's an accurate quarterback. What are his weaknesses? He's not a good decision maker. He's very panicked. Like, he doesn't have good pocket awareness. Not as athletic as people see. Coming out of the draft, he was kind of athletic, but he's
Yeah.
kind of not that. He's not what we thought he was, kind of. So I think they might be able to make it work. Like, I mean, Baker's probably on his last shot right here, before
For sure.
turning into like a
For
backup. You know what I mean? Like, so it can work. It all comes down to how much does Baker want to. How much does he want it? How much does he want that starting job next year?
I don't know, bro.
Why
After
not?
seeing him get juiced up, amped up, and then put his face through someone's helmet,
See, I don't know.
that gets me
Do
amped
players
up.
like that though?
Shit, bro, I don't know, but in a situation like that,
I
I'm
feel like
gonna say
that's cheesy.
That's a
I
dog.
feel like it's played out.
Is it?
I don't know, because Baker. See, like Baker's not very likable. I don't know. Like if that's somebody, like I don't know if that's a different quarterback, I think I might get hyped, but I don't know.
You just don't like you're.
It's
Shannon
something
Sharp.
about Baker. Something
You're
about
Shannon
Baker.
Sharp. You absolutely hate
Here's
this
that.
guy. You're the guy that
Yeah.
says progressive commercials are better than his actual play, which is very true.
I mean, that is true.
But you almost gotta feel. Maybe I'm just a punk, and maybe it's because I enjoyed the Browns winning, because I'm low key a Browns fan.
Yeah.
Low key, very low key. Just because they've always sucked, so it's easy to root
it's
for
easy
them.
to root for sucky teams.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm rooting for the Lions today.
Whoa.
I'm not rooting for them, dude. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I just know it's gonna be. I just know it's gonna be a tough game.
You didn't have no pre-workout.
Yeah,
no. No, but I do. I mean, I hope he does, bro. I do kind of feel bad for him, but at the end of the day, I mean, he did kind of put himself in this position. Like,
yeah,
if you're gonna be obnoxious, if you're gonna be loud, you gotta win. And if you don't win, it's gonna come and smack you in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
He did get bailed out too. A couple penalties, kept the drive alive. But
Which is okay.
I mean,
That's part of the game.
To say he went 98 yards
That's part of
right
the game.
off the plane and beat Derek Carr, outplayed Derek Carr, beat him.
Let's talk about Derek Carr. 11 for 20, QBR of 39.
That's awful.
137
And people
yards.
had this guy in the top 100 last year of the players,
Yeah, and that's why
Players
other
top
players get
100.
upset, bro.
Like, it's not. And then you got, like, all these people in the comments. Like, if you just go look on any comments, dude, quarterbacks, like, oh, it's crazy to think that people had Derek Carr above Kirk Cousins.
Trigger. That's what it was.
Like, yeah, that's what
Tells the
pisses
truth.
me off. Like, Derek Carr is so inaccurate. So I don't know. He's just very inconsistent player.
You know what? I was
don't know.
a big put this on Josh McDaniels before what I saw Thursday.
It's
It's
a little bit on everyone.
Devontae Adams only having 3 catches. I mean, he was targeted 7 times. I think in the second half, he had maybe like 2 go to
He
his
did.
direction.
He did. Kind of Moss. Jalen Ramsey kind of put him in his place.
Oh, for sure.
He had a
For
he had a
sure.
couple
No,
good
Devontae
catches.
Adams was balling, but I just don't understand
He's not
how
getting
you
the ball.
get away from that.
Yeah.
Is it Josh
Every time I
McDaniels or
watch,
is it Derek Carr looking away?
yeah, it's Derek Carr looking away. Every time I watch, I was about to say that. Derek Carr, he's not looking like he'll look at the entire half. He'll make 3 reads to the right side of the field, and meanwhile, Devontae Adams, I feel like is one-on-one on the left side of the screen, doing what he does. Like, why are you not targeting this man more? Like,
Devontae
it's
Adams
not a
over there
good-
making scrambled eggs, bro. on the
I get it.
side.
Derek
Like,
Carr wants to spread the ball around. Like, dude, that's why Derek Carr's not good. I don't know. Like, hit your superstars.
I lost.
Hit your superstars.
You know,
He's not
Derek
taking
Carr
advantage
had
of
that interview where he started crying. Guys, we work hard every day. We get up every morning and we do our best for millions and millions of dollars. And I just want to win. That's what Derek Carr did. And they went on a run. And I have Raider fans, right? I have Raider friends.
Yeah.
And they were amped up. It was like, oh, here we go. Here's the turnaround. And then they win. And they're like, holy shit, we're about to make a run just like we did last year. It's coming. I feel it. And then they went to the car dealership. And they realized what they bought
They realized
was a used vehicle
and you can only get so far with the used vehicle.
that had 200,000 miles on it and oil leaking. The car dealership might have screwed them. They didn't go to Tate Branch. No, they didn't. They went to some other bullshit. And they got screwed. They sold them a vehicle that was leaking. And then instead of trading it in a couple years later,
Yeah.
you know what they did?
What they do?
They just tried to fix the transmission. That's what they did. They just tried to fix the transmission. And guess what? You want to know what they bought? A used transmission. And guess what that transmission was also doing? It was leaking.
It was, what do you call it when the
Again.
transmission kind of it's sticky, whatever. I don't know. It's just not working right.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know
You
either.
kind of, dang, I had the car joke going,
Yeah.
and then you really wanted to get in depth, and then you kind
Yeah.
of put both of us on the spot,
Okay.
realizing that both of us know absolutely nothing about
Yeah.
cars.
That's bad.
That's where we messed up.
Yeah. Okay.
But where we can get you is on the roof with Trademark Roofing.
Trustmark Roofing.
Trustmark Roofing.
Yeah. That's us.
Yeah, but you put us in the car.
Yeah.
Don't know what the
Put
hell
us
we're
in a
talking
car. We
about.
don't know. Yeah.
We just know the R means for reverse and the D means for drive.
Yeah.
And every now and then you see that M for manual. And that's what happened with Derek Carr, though.
You try to make him go manual, he can't do it.
Can't
He
do
needs
it.
a lot of help.
It's got the best wide receiver in the league.
Now, here's a question. Do Raiders kind of make the quarterback room interesting next year? Maybe draft somebody, bring somebody in.
There's a lot of little whispers, jibber jabbers about maybe Tom Brady not retiring and possibly going out to LV. You remember the whole Dana White thing where him and Rob Gronkowski said that Tom Brady was supposed to be in Tampa Bay, but Gruden kind of vetoed it because he bought into that used vehicle that they had on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think John Gruden realized it was leaking, right?
Tom Brady's also rumored to go to San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? I think I would be more intrigued in going to Las Vegas, though.
Why?
I mean, one, taxes, right? From like a money standpoint, but I don't know if Tom Brady gives a shit about the money, right?
No.
And you go Tampa, you obviously go San Francisco because of the defense, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And then
I think you have the better system in place. Like the only thing you'll have in Las Vegas is what Josh McDaniels and that's about it. I mean, you have
but it's a familiar face.
Yeah,
he knows his play, like he knows his scheme.
Yeah, but it wasn't a familiar face, and when he went to Tampa Bay, he just had Bruce Arians.
No, I'm talking about Josh McDaniels. Tom Brady is the savior from Josh McDaniels' job next year. Is that fair to say?
I mean, it's not going to be Derek Carr.
If you're a Raiders fan, let's talk about it. If you're a Raiders fan, you're not excited about next year. Let me put myself in the Raider fans' shoes real quick. Okay? All right. So, Vato, I'm not excited, homie. I got Derek Carr, ese. I'm supposed to be excited? Chale, Holmes. Chale.
So that's pretty much
Raider
wraps
fans
up.
right there.
Yeah, that wraps up a Raider fan. I just don't think I think this offseason, like, it's going to come down to which direction does this team want to go. Like, do you start over with quarterback? I don't think they fire Josh McDaniels after just a year. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know.
This is crazy because this was all caused because of Dan Snyder's emails. Dan Snyder's emails were leaked. John Gruden said some outlandish shit. Shouldn't have emailed, shouldn't have texted the fact that he typed it out and read it and probably hit send. Or not probably, he did hit send. Guy should be smacked in the mouth. With that being said, definitely ruined the Raiders going forward. Like, it seemed like John Gruden was finally kind of getting some momentum.
Yeah.
Right? The way they finished off that season last year. Shit, bro. If I'm a Raiders fan, I'm pissed. You're pissed at you really want the Commanders to really get the shit into every stick because they've ruined a lot of. I mean, they ruined the Raiders basically.
Bad organization.
Definitely ruined the Raiders. All right, enough of that. Baker did start him 22 for 35, 230 yards, hit the game winner to Van Jefferson down the left hash on a one-on-one. That's kind of reminded me of, you remember when the Jets, I believe it was the Jets, when they did that, what they did, Blitz Zero, and then had one-on-ones, lost the game. DC gets fired the next day. Shocked that the defense coordinator didn't get fired after that. Maybe look out.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it happens sometime this week. Have the Raiders improved on defense? Fuck no.
No.
That defense is still terrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
That's probably a lot of the reasons why they're losing. If I'm a Raiders fan, you know that ick challenge bullshit? That's probably one of the icks right there. Raider fans.
Yeah. Ick.
Lions. Why are the Lions favorites today, Borba?
I don't
Being
know.
a Vikings fan.
I don't know.
This.
I don't know why.
As soon as the lines came out, what I texted you. I hit the group chat and I said, "Hey, bro, why are the Lions the favorites? And should we hammer the Vikings?" And what was your response? You gave me some pussy ass response.
Yeah, I don't even know what I said.
You were like, "Well, the books are dumb."
Vegas is stupid. Like, I just think, I don't know, because their game's close. You just look at, okay, Lions are making a little run. But at the end of the day, like, I like to think about that stats do kind of matter. Lions are 32nd lead with giving up the most yards on defense. We have a very good offense, explosive offense. So obviously there's going to be a lot of offense. We're 31st in yards given up per game, but our red zone defense efficiency is very, very good. Top 5 or top 10 only. I don't even know, but it's very good. So I think the difference of this game, like it's a rivalry. Every time we go to Detroit, every time we go to Chicago, it's always a close game.
Yeah.
Like they're obviously they're inferior teams, but I don't know. Like first matchup, Jeff Okudah, all these other guys had Justin Jefferson pretty locked up. Like that's what they did. They put 3 guys, in his area to kind of take him out of the play. They played back coverage. It's not. I agree with.
Here's what it is. Here's what it is.
Minus 2.5.
Let me tell you what it is. Okay.
I don't get it. Yeah, every game's one-score game.
Where are we playing?
But we're not getting lucky in these one-score games.
Let's start it. Here we go. You ready? We're going to do pros and cons on why we think the Lions are the favorites in this game. Okay. All right. Where are we playing?
Detroit.
All right. So let's one check, right? That has to have an effect, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right. So one check towards the Lions. They're at home. So they're giving them home field advantage. So we think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this place, I believe, is supposed to be sold out, according to Evan Foxy, for the Pat McAfee show.
Okay.
So that's massive. The city of Detroit believes right now. This team is averaging 26 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
What, top 10 offense in the league right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. They've won 4 of the last 5 games. The 5th game that they lost was to the Buffalo Bills, where it was a nail-biter. Yeah. Probably should have won that game. Defense lost in that game. But could have, would have, should have, right?
Yeah.
But still, they're probably taking that into consideration, that this team had a battle fight with the Buffalo Bills. It's supposed to be the best team in the
I don't
NFC.
get it. So do we, but we came out on top.
Right.
So
okay, so let's go next one. This team averages 127 yards rushing weekly.
We are bad at
weekly. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. The Vikings give up 115 yards a game. 115 yards a game to the running backs. That definitely is what is giving them the edge, right? They're assuming that if they can run the ball, regardless of what, and this is where I get confused, because I'm like, whoa, what the? I thought we had some respect for the Vikings.
There is none. There's no respect.
I thought that the amount of weapons out there in Minnesota was going to be enough. I mean, we're talking about Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen.
All right, let me clear up.
Cook. Okay, hold on. You made a draft, right?
TJ Hawkinson trade. Yes.
Massive trade. And somehow, some way, the best player from the Detroit Lions was traded over to the Minnesota Vikings, and somehow the odds makers think that the Lions are better than the Vikings. I don't know. Regardless of the trade.
I don't know why.
This shit doesn't make sense.
I can't tell you why.
Are they setting us up? Do they want us to bet? Like, are we supposed to hammer Minnesota? Let us know in the chat. Are we supposed to hammer Minnesota today?
Yeah.
But what makes you nervous? Me. It's the quarterback.
No. The quarterback doesn't make me nervous.
Whoa.
The Vikings quarterback.
It's probably that 115 yards that you guys.
The defense is the only thing. The defense, we got to see some. I think our defense is capable of playing a lot better. It's just the scheme that we're running right now. We're playing a shell, shell, bend but don't break defense. Give up everything underneath and keep the guys in front of you and make them tackle. When you play that defense, you give up a lot of yards, you give up a lot of everything. But where you got to be efficient is on third down and in the red zone. That's what they've been doing really well the past few weeks. Of course, that might not show up like in the yards given up and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But when it matters, I think we had Jets for like 2 of 17 on third down. Something like that. Week before, like we've just been playing good third down defense. If we could somehow pressure the quarterback a little bit more, send some blitzes, like we could be so much better. Our defense, we have kind of the same core that was the best defense in the league a few years ago. Of course, we're older, slower, but I mean, Patrick Peterson's playing good. Harrison Smith is playing as good as he's ever played. Eric Kendricks is still solid. Obviously, we got the 2 pass rushers. Like, we got the pieces. Why are we playing so poorly on defense? It just doesn't make sense. So, and to kind of go a little bit further on your weapons, outside of Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson, we have a massive, like Adam Thielen. This might be his last year in Minnesota. He's taken a massive drop. Like when it comes to, he used to win his one-on-ones. He used to create separation. We don't see that this year. He's really, he can't. He's not a reliable second target this year. KJ Osborne is kind of stalled. Like he was progressing. He's just pretty much stayed as a third wide receiver on our team. The guy that is going to be interesting to see going forward that's getting more snaps is Jalen Reagor. So if we can be creative with him and find him open in space and kind of use him well to what he's good at, I think that he might leap up to maybe Kirk Cousins' second or third favorite target, I'd say. Yeah. So we got to figure out some things offensively, but I just wish defensively we could be more exotic on defense.
This shit blows my mind. I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense. They're 2-point favorites.
No, I know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why.
It makes me want to go Lions. But this is definitely a situation where
we can look at the statistics of that game
and sprinkle with Vikings. We have to hammer Vikings.
Yes.
It's the only thing.
There's a chart. There's charts. There's analytics that say, who was in control, when this team was in control of the game. Like in Vikings and all these one-score games, they're in control of the game at least 90-95% of the entire game.
When
it's just the way the game ends up.
You send the graph to the group chat. But that graph, I think what it indicated too was like, if you look at it, a lot of it stayed in the middle. So a lot of it, 50-50, bro. And then it either dropped Vikings or went up to the Vikings.
The only time it went past, a little bit past, was one time in the Redskins game in the third quarter. It jumped up super high. The statistics. It's a chart. It's a graph.
Yeah, but then
we
it drops
put it on the screen.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah, so it drops low. That means our probability is great.
Yeah,
it kind of stays in the middle, but not really. It never goes past the midpoint.
You guys were all basically. What it indicates is that you guys are always in the game.
Yeah, we were always in control.
But
if we were not in control, the probability goes to.
What makes you nervous is those drops, right? Because it's like
no, the drops are good.
No, or the
when it goes up,
opposites,
I guess, yeah. When it crosses that border,
when it goes towards for the opponent,
yeah,
that's where. But maybe I just wasn't paying attention well enough.
Yeah,
but
we were always in control.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's just those spikes where it's like
the spikes.
But the spikes are dramatic as hell because those are the comebacks.
Yeah,
those are the runs that teams make.
Yeah, if you notice, it's in the third quarter, so we need to clean up. You know how some teams start off slow. Some teams have their weaknesses during the game. Our third quarter offense is awful. Our third quarter, we give up comebacks, give up touchdowns. We don't score. We don't put up no yards in the third quarter. I don't know why. That's a really big weakness that we have right now is third quarter. Our third quarter offense, especially. And our defense obviously is giving up points because we can't get a first down. So we got to clean up the third quarter. We got to come out.
You're nervous.
A little bit.
You're shitting your pants. Vegas knows something. There's no way.
No.
Vegas knows something.
No.
This is crazy. Kirk Cousins about to have like 5 interceptions.
No, he's not.
Today.
They're going off. I think they're going off a lot of how they played Jefferson. Jefferson's worst game was at Detroit this year. Yeah. Sure. So they're going off of that too.
All right, so
and they're looking at Adam Thielen. They're looking at all these other wide receivers. Nobody's really stepping up. I think they're kind of going off that, and then how much yards we're giving up, and then how much yards Detroit is. Detroit is handed out. Their offense is.
If this game is close,
Amon-Ra St. Brown is.
If this game is close, Detroit loses. I think.
Absolutely.
Detroit has to get off to a hard start as they normally do, and just don't lose the game.
Here's the thing about the Vikings:
don't lose the game.
If we can play anybody in the entire league as long as the game is close. We have a great chance of winning. If we get blown out, obviously we get.
Well, that's crazy because last year that wasn't the confidence you had, right?
No.
Which is beautiful.
But this year we're playing great situational football, and it's crazy how I don't know coaching change or something just. You
know what I realized? The Vikings stole this shit from USA. The soccer champ. They're like,
no, they did it, dude. They stole us from a hockey team, dude.
Hey, you. That is. Hey, you. I think they did.
No, they did it. Damn. It was from a hockey team.
Yo, shout out to the World Cup. Those have been hella games going on.
Yeah.
Right? Cristiano Ronaldo. I appreciate you. Those YouTube videos that I used to watch when I was in 7th and 8th grade, all the way to my senior year. The little step over, the little sweep, the little jab, the little stutter.
How old is he now? 36? 34? 36?
He's an old man.
He's 34,
in the game
36,
of football, yeah.
So,
the game of
definitely his last.
The game of football, also known as soccer. Thank you, Ronaldo. Should we have a moment of silence for Ronaldo in the World Cup?
Couldn't get it done.
Thank you, Ronaldo.
Thank you.
Dang, Ronaldo. That was good running Portugal. Now come to the MLS. That way we can watch you.
Yeah,
even though it's on the backside. But he is going to Saudi, I believe, because he's getting paid like $200 million for the next 2 seasons, which is absurd. And then Leo Messi's going to come to Miami and become part owner with David Beckham. That's going to be interesting. So shout out to the soccer players out there in the world. USA is probably going to win the World Cup in 2026 when it comes to American soil.
I doubt it.
Don't know shit about soccer, but when the World Cup comes around, all of a sudden I am an educator. All of a sudden I'm an engineer of the game of soccer.
USA soccer is awful.
What?
It's
Watch
awful.
your mouth.
It's awful.
Watch your mouth.
It's a joke. It's a joke to the country. It's a joke to our country.
That's
we look
crazy.
like fools actually rooting for USA. Think they're gonna make a deep run. Come on, now, let's just be
No,
honest.
no. I think if you're
Let's be honest
but
here.
that's how you know you don't watch it whatsoever.
No, I
right?
do.
No,
I
no.
do.
You literally were like, "Oh shit,
We can't even make it out of the group finals.
We
out of
did
the
make it out of the
stage.
group.
Barely.
It's about getting to the dance, bro.
Barely. And then we're not good enough. We're not good enough to
It's
get.
about getting to the.
No, we're not good enough.
Bro,
to make
we're
a run.
young, bro. We
It
barely
don't matter.
These kids
These
are
guys-
barely starting to grow up in the
these
academies
guys are-
in the U.S.,
who
bro. They're
cares?
starting to play overseas now, bro. What are you talking about?
Who
In
cares?
4 years, we're gonna be up. We're gonna
Okay,
be up there
let's
with
hear it.
Brazil and
Let's
all
see
this,
it
son.
for no.
Yo,
That is insane.
Adams, Pulisic, McKinney. They're all damn. He's only naming the top guys.
Yeah.
No, bro. We're coming. USA's coming. And whenever it comes to American soil, it's gonna stay here. It's gonna stay here. All right. Quick pick.
Quick picks.
Jets, Bills. Hell of a game. Probably shouldn't be a quick pick, but let's hit them real quick.
Let's go Bills.
Bills.
Oh man, Mike White's playing good though.
You got Tre'Davious White coming back.
See,
Okay.
That's
Lost
good.
Von Miller.
yeah,
That hurts. That's a dagger. That was their finisher.
bro. I don't put the Bills as Super Bowl contenders without Von Miller because he's not the game changer.
The line is 10
For who?
for the Bills. Minus 10.
Why?
Damn,
Why?
That's so disrespectful. This is what something's
Why?
going on in the odds because they lose Von Miller, their best defensive player, and the odds go in their favor. Like maybe the money's just coming in stupid.
Yeah.
Educate us. I guess we don't know shit about nothing. That's crazy. All right, I'm taking. I will take the Bills here, but I don't know if they cover 10 points. At
I don't
home,
know.
it's cold, it's chilly out there. But that's what the Jets live in as well. Like,
Yeah,
it's in New
Jets have the
York,
same
it's-
weather. They can run the ball better than the Bills. Their
Definitely.
defense. I would probably take Jets defense over Bills defense. Also,
You know,
I mean, why is it not a closer game?
No,
Like,
that's crazy. But this is it. I obviously don't believe in Mike White.
why not?
That's the only thing that I could think of.
Mike White's played pretty freaking good. Mike White torched us, except in the red zone.
Mike White forces, just like any other quarterback, when there's not much pressure on him. And today, without Von Miller, you got to really rely on team.
He's going to
defense
take
for
what
Buffalo.
the defense gives him. He's very accurate.
Yo, I kind of like the Jets today. I do like the Jets covering 10 points. I will sprinkle a little bit of cash on the Jets to cover 10 points. I am still taking the Bills money line. Obviously, you wouldn't bet money line, but you probably I wouldn't even add them to a parlay on that either, just because that game might be wishy-washy. I do like the Jets. Jets have one of the best defenses in the league, and Sauce Gardner's a dog.
He's all right.
Bro,
After watching him last
he's
week,
a
dude,
dog.
I don't know.
One game and you're tripping?
Because he holds.
Okay,
He holds.
Who doesn't?
No, but he holds.
Yeah, but who doesn't?
He holds holds.
That's crazy.
They're
It's not like
dirty.
he's the most penalized.
These guys are dirty.
in the league.
He's up
Yeah,
there,
bro,
dude.
those are
He
dogs.
holds.
It's New
Dude.
York. Isn't that the city that whenever you're walking by, they just say "fuck you"?
Yeah.
Isn't that what's
That's
going
Philly.
on?
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. He's good. He's good, but I don't give him too much praise.
Browns, Bengals. Deshaun Watson just got a massage done. He's ready to
Awful.
go, ready to
Awful.
ball, ready to roll. Got the
Nope.
bugs out. No,
Let's talk about the guy. Let's talk about the real MVP candidate, Joey B.
Joey B.
He's climbed up the
Real
charts.
MVP candidate. That's
He's a real MVP candidate. He's top 5 right now.
Does he have a
after-
shot at like Patrick Mahomes?
No,
Okay, I'm just.
he
making
just
sure.
is. He just is.
Just make sure.
He's in the conversation now. I mean, he's got Patrick Mahomes' number. Played great. I mean, outside of that Week 1 performance, he's been balling. Like he's got
Yeah, and we
he's got all
don't
of
forget
yeah.
Dallas put it on.
Whatever. Yeah, but
That
he's
was
still
with the
balling out.
offensive line still trying to figure it out. They had 4 guys coming in that were brand new. Only kept 1 guy from last year. Let's remember
Bengals
last
have
year.
hit their stride.
Let's
They've hit
remember
their stride.
last year. There's
They're
Michael
cut-
Parsons.
And Bengals might be the scariest team going into the playoffs. The only thing is it's going to be very hard now that with a Lamar Jackson injury, which we'll talk about later.
Yep, we'll talk
but
about it next, actually.
Bengals do have they're like 0-3 in the division, so that's they're
crazy.
like they would have to win out the division. Obviously, Ravens would have to drop a few, and that's how the Bengals can win the division.
Yeah.
It's kind of a long
Joey
shot.
Burrow has
It's a
not
long
beat
shot.
the Browns, right? That's like the big stat going around this week. He hasn't beat the Browns in his career just yet. The Browns at 5-7. This is what's crazy. This is what makes these games a little more juicy for me. Look, TJ Watt is playing today. Holy shit. That's going to be a good game as well. We're going to talk about the Lamar Jackson thing that we just said. But Joey B. Yeah, that offensive line is finally starting to kind of click.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is back. So that's definitely a plus, right?
Yeah.
Today's game comes down to, I mean, how well can the Browns play defense? Can they hold them up? And how well was that just cobwebs on Deshaun Watson last week? Is it him just getting acclimated to the offense?
But how long is it going to take you to get acclimated? Because you guys are still kind of in the playoffs.
Yeah, don't want to defend. Don't want to defend Deshaun Watson.
But you're in it.
But let's remember the guy wasn't in the locker room. It's not like I'm assuming that he was still given the playbook.
How are you going to throw him in there and then just expect him to be great,
right?
It's
all it takes is one good throw, right? For these professional athletes, that's one thing that we've learned. All it takes is one good throw, one good catch, one good run, one good play for them to catch fire and get it rolling. And all you need is one game, right? All you need is one game to get yourself hot. And that's what we talk about going into this playoffs. What team is getting hot at the right time? Who's going to make that push? And I think that's why when we talk about Tom Brady, it's like, what are we doing? Saints, let's get Tom Brady out of here. Why are we even allowing this guy to sniff the playoffs?
Yeah.
He's getting every opportunity to somehow still stay in the playoff conversation. Do I want to play him? Hell nah. Do you want to play him? Hell nah. And it's not that we're afraid of the team. It's just afraid of the stigma that Tom Brady, the GOAT, can at least go out there and
I don't know. If I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm afraid of the Buccaneers team.
I'm afraid of Tom Brady, really. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm afraid, but it does make you go like, oh,
that's a bad matchup for you.
This game, yeah, maybe. Because you got the smartest guy on the field on the opposite side of the field.
I don't know. You guys often struggles versus Bucks. So.
Yeah, week one, guy. Relax.
So?
You won the Super Bowl in week 1.
No, we didn't.
Then you got starched by Philly.
So?
We're not going to bring up this conversation. You can't go.
Obviously, we know what kind of team matches up well against your team. Buccaneers, when they're healthy and playing good, match up very well against your team.
Yeah, I guess so. They did beat us. I would be lying if I said they didn't make me nervous. But let's talk about the NFC South. Okay, 4 teams that absolutely stink.
Yeah.
But because of Tom Brady, we still got to have a conversation about that division. Or else they would be absolutely shredding them. And this is what's crazy, okay? I don't feel like this division gets shredded that much. I don't feel like Tom Brady gets that much push as much as the NFC East, which they also used to call the NFC least, to which they also used to say that the Cowboys absolutely stink, and also used to say that Philly fans absolutely hate everything about Philly because they stink at that moment. And now the best division in the league, and then Bucks. Not much conversation in the NFC South, I don't think, but they should be put on. Tampa Bay 6-6, Atlanta 5-8, Carolina 4-8, and New Orleans 4-9.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
I think this is what makes it interesting here. You got Tampa Bay that's about to play 49ers and the Bengals. 49ers today.
Very interesting.
See?
You got to win one of those.
If they drop them.
Honestly, you can even lose.
My cousin just showed up.
No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, you did.
I think, if you look at the schedule, you got to assume.
Bro, honestly.
49ers beat Tampa today. Quick pick. I'm going to go with 49ers.
Who did I pick? I feel like Bucks are might be a better decision, but I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Real quick.
Yeah, honestly, I don't.
Let's see. We all picked, or I'm the only one that picked the Niners. Everybody else picked Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going with Niners today.
I think.
But
Tampa Bay has to win today. Tampa Bay has to win today. You know what? Tampa Bay, honestly, if you go 1-1.
Dang, the champ is here.
Yeah,
the champ is here. Well, I didn't think I was gonna get that, but that a little late. What up? Just perfect time for the Tampa Bay 49er conversation.
I did pick the Niners though because but the one question mark going into today is I believe Bosa has like a little lingering hammy injury.
Yeah.
So that might hold him back.
How much does that affect him?
That affects him dramatically, bro. The guy's the best player on that defense. If for some reason
severe
if he's
is
on
it? We don't know how severe it is.
guy's the MVP or defensive player of the year right now in Canada.
Yeah.
Right next to Michael Parsons. If he goes out, put yourself in 49ers shoes here. If Joey Bosa goes out, Nick Bosa, sorry, Joey Bosa is the other scrub.
Yeah. Golly, dude.
Whoa,
the disrespect.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about a Chargers team that can't stop a nosebleed. You just run up the alley whenever you want.
That's true.
No disrespect, just a little Justin Herbert's Facebook quarterback.
Yeah,
not even a social media quarterback,
no,
just a Facebook quarterback. Take that for whatever it is, Charger fans. But if Joey Bosa goes out, Nick Bosa, sorry.
Yeah.
If Nick Bosa goes out, you're a 49ers fan. Like, what would be your initial reaction? Like, if they're just like, hey, Susie, what's the latest news on Nick Bosa? And she's like, well, Tom, I'm telling you right now, he looks like
he's out for the rest of the game. Yeah.
What's your reaction?
That's tough because, well, you don't want, you got to get Tom Brady out of the pocket. You got to get him moving around a little bit.
Sorry to cut you off.
That's how you make him.
I was going to adjust your camera because you stood up.
Oh,
but
it's fine.
When you sit down, you're actually taller than.
No.
Damn, I'm sorry, JB. Go ahead.
It's the same thing.
I cut you off. Sorry.
It's the same thing, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, go.
I'm taller.
Yeah. So let me skip that.
I was like right here. Okay. Anyways,
all right, go.
As soon as Nick Bosa goes out, like you got to think that Tom Brady's like going to feel a lot more comfortable in the pocket.
All right, give me your reaction. You just heard the news. You're a 49ers fan. You're watching the game right here. Look, and then it's like Nick Bosa's not coming back.
I'd be like, oh, of course, dude. Like, what would somebody like a Vince say? Like, of course, when they play Brady, he's got to go out. Like,
honestly,
this is rigged.
This is them right here. Ready?
Like,
here what? 49er fans, if Nick Bosa goes out on injury today. Damn it! We can't catch a break. If we were healthy, if we're healthy, look, we're not gonna win the Super Bowl because we can't be healthy. But if we're healthy, we'd win.
Honestly,
Cowboy fans are lucky.
Honestly, I think the big honestly, I think the big thing is like if Nick Bosa does have to sit out or if anything does happen, like honestly, I think you can still crank out a couple more W's. I hate
to cut you off because I just saw the thing on the bottom there. A team that can't catch a break, and it's easy to shit on them right now because they're so wishy-washy. Derwin James is out. Another defensive player on that Chargers team.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Chargers are 100% playing for their coach's job today.
They could, yeah.
Staley is playing for his life today. As a head coach, Staley is playing for his career as a Chargers quarterback.
This is the thing, like we put it on Justin Herbert, like, oh, what has he actually done for us? Like, is it kind of on the coaching because coaching is sloppy? Like a good coach can help your situational football team, like become a better situational football team. We see that with the Giants this year. We've seen that with the Vikings this year. Sometimes you just get a coach that comes in, and that's why this team is always in a close game, always coming out on the wrong side of victories. So I think it is. I think Staley is on the hot seat because we're starting to see now in the league. I don't know, maybe it was gone for a few years, but it's coming back. Like a detailed coach better for any situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any situation. And that's what the Chargers lack. I think that's a big problem. Some of it is on Justin Herbert. Some of it is on injury. Some are on the edges, and they don't get the job done when they get the job done. So
I think
that's the big problem.
I think all these injuries too kind of say a little bit about. Like, maybe this is me just trying to nitpick here, but it's probably an indication of what that training staff also looks like. It's like the whole culture of that team. There is no culture, and maybe these players just aren't taking care of their bodies like they should, or maybe it's just unlucky. Maybe it is just unlucky, right?
I don't know.
But I mean, it's easy to speculate. The one thing about Justin Herbert though is like I do get why Emmanuel Ocho called him the social media quarterback, like because it does make sense. Like whenever you watch, I had to actually watch the Chargers last week just because I commented on the Man to Man podcast and Darius Butler. What I said was, are we going to keep making excuses for Justin Herbert, or can we just agree that he's slightly above average? And pulled up the comment right, and he said, he's all shout out speaking out loud, but this is the dumbest comment I've ever heard. Go watch.
Dude.
Go
just making
watch.
our show look even worse.
Yeah. He's like, watch the tape and let me know what you think, right? Me, I'm not a quarterback guru or nothing. So when I watch the tape, probably not going to be the same homework that Darius Butler would be making, right? But just based off of it, from a fan's perspective, that wouldn't be able to say give you the mechanics of quarterback or whatever. The guy makes 1, 2, 3 or 1 or 2 really badass throws and then follows it with just inconsistency. And that's where it's like that team has such a question mark because it's like, do we blame Justin Herbert or is this just a lack of play calling? Is it not putting this team in positions to win? Or do you always just go to the scapegoat and say it's injuries? Keenan Allen hasn't played. He's only played in like 7% of snaps or some bullshit like that. Like, what are the excuses for this team? Because it's hard to even get excuses because it's like you don't. The last excuse you want to use is injury.
Yeah.
It's like everybody says next man up, next man up, next man up
But
until the next man up shit don't work.
Yeah.
And then it's like I hate the narrative when it's like when we were talking to your buddy last week. I kind of shamed him a little bit because I'm like, yo, excuses. Yeah. It's like, well, we're playing with the 4th string, we're playing with the 5th. It's like, all right, and then whenever I brought up the Cowboys, he's like, yeah, y'all's offensive line is golden. He didn't say golden, but
that's what happens when your offensive line is healthy.
Yeah. But it's like Dallas's offensive line at the beginning of the season was getting smothered with just criticism because they looked like shit. Yeah. And it's just are we just looking in deeper into the culture, the coaching staff, how they got these boys riding? That's what I think. Next man up only works whenever you have the right culture around you. Whenever you got dogs, whenever you got winners, bro. And
you have the right teachers. Like the coaching staff needs to be on point. You got to teach your players how to play the scheme correctly, how to do this, and sometimes it just doesn't click. Like these are professional players, but you still see confusion. You still see this. You still see problems. So I don't know.
With that being said, Joey Bosa isn't playing as well, along with Darren James. That defense has no luck. No luck and no help.
Will Mack has dropped off this year. He really hasn't been what he has been.
Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins. Who you taking?
I think I did pick Dolphins this game. Yeah.
Let's go. Let me just double check. Who'd you get?
Who'd I get right here? Dolphins. We all picked Dolphins.
Am I blind? Oh yeah, Dolphins. Yeah, a lot of us went on the same Dolphins. Yeah. Bro, I don't understand. Why just doesn't answer to it outside of all the excuses of injuries? Are we going to use that for all of Justin Herbert's career?
No, because it does fall back on the quarterback eventually, and just because he hasn't took it's crazy the type of games that he's losing, but nobody's criticizing him.
Like he said, the Bengals gave up. Key, friend of the show, came on last week, Bengals fan. Like he said, Joey Burrow had the worst offensive line, was hit the most
still made
last year, still somehow made a run to the Super Bowl. Granted, defense probably was playing the best they've ever played in their lives. Made a hell of a run.
Help. Yeah, defense helped, but I mean, Joey Burrow doesn't. Half the quarterbacks in the league can't do it.
I was shocked that he was like not a massive Zach Taylor fan, because I'm like, yo, the coach has been set because of Zach Taylor. Is it, or maybe maybe Cincinnati believes that it's just like Joe Burrow's the tone setter. Yeah. Joe Burrow's the dog. Joe Burrow's the one that brings everybody together. You gotta give some love to Zach Taylor over there, I think.
I don't know. But now that you have the quarterback in place, it's like, how good is our scheme really? Like, what do we need to improve on? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, you could always Zach Taylor's obviously his position's probably safe for right now. So
no, it's 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I just went to the goddamn Super Bowl. That's crazy.
They're gonna ride it out and see where it goes.
Hey, on this AFC South, Tampa Bay wins the division still? Like, are you?
Yeah, they could probably win 8 games. They can go 8-9. Probably win the division. So Desmond Ridder is starting for Atlanta now.
That's gonna be fun.
So we'll see what he's made of. Maybe.
I hope. I hope he balls out.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be nice.
They got weapons. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Cordell Patterson.
They got a bye week this week, so we're not going to see him until next week against the Saints.
Perfect.
But yeah, that gives them a whole nother week to prepare.
Yeah.
Atlanta hasn't looked awful. They just can't seem to close out games.
Very consistent. They can't close out game. Just rough around it. Not polished. Not a well polished team. You see it. You can see it. That's the difference between a 5-8 record and 8-5 record right now. You know, so it's just teams. Every team is like the only team getting blown out. I mean, no one's really getting blown out. Houston every now and then, but I mean, no one's really like the
unless you're playing the Cowboys.
Yeah, we got blown out.
Browns and Bengals. You're taking Bengals, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I wouldn't mind seeing Deshaun Watson get a W today, and just to spice up the AFC just a little bit there in the playoffs, coming down to the trenches. Got the Texans boys, and we talk more about the Cowboys today. Probably because
they're playing some scrubs.
Probably about to put an ass whooping yet again. It's nice to be a
You
Cowboys.
think it's a trap game?
No, absolutely.
That's a trap game, dude.
It's not.
It's a trap game.
It's not.
That's a trap game, dude.
No, it's not. Don't try to push that.
Oh yeah,
it's not.
You will go over this. Who do you play next week?
Every time.
Who do you play next week?
Every time.
Philly. Who do you play next week? Philly, right?
Listen to me, listen to me, brother. Listen.
You're not thinking about this game. You're thinking about Philly.
No.
You're thinking about coming first place. You're not thinking about this game.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Here's why. Okay. You're not thinking about Philly right now because that Philly game doesn't matter if Philly doesn't lose a game. That Philly game doesn't matter if Philly doesn't lose a game. If Philly loses a game, then all of a sudden that game gets real juicy. It gets real juicy. Because then it means something. Because then they're playing for the division at that point. Because if they lose to Dallas, then it's going to come down to the standings in the division, correct?
Yeah.
And if Philly loses today, that means they would have lost to the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants.
Yeah.
And Dallas hasn't lost to anybody but the Philadelphia Eagles one time.
Mm-hmm.
So if we come down to divisional records, that game tomorrow or next week will mean so much more. So I don't think this is a trap game whatsoever, boy. But I think what's going to happen is the Cowboys are going to, they woke up this morning. They're already there at the stadium getting warmed up, understanding the fact that Micah Parsons is probably going to have 3 or 4 sacks today, and then they're going to rest him there in the fourth quarter. It's okay.
Do they rest him though?
Hey, boys. Hey, boys. Let's just get out of
just like, okay, here's the thing with the Cowboys.
Let's just
They
get out of
love running up the stats. Have you noticed that? They'll keep Mike Parsons. They'll keep all these starters in the fourth quarter when the game is out of reach. It's crazy.
The Minnesota Vikings.
These guys are crazy stat patterns.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Like,
They'll just
Dak
take a lead
Prescott's
and then they'll
stats-
give up the lead.
Dak Prescott's stats are going to be all Pro Bowl stats this year because half of it is garbage time. Half of this crap is garbage time stats.
That's exactly how I would expect the Cowboy hater to react.
Garbage
You only
stats.
have the number one offense because get over it.
Exactly.
The Cowboys are good. Just say it. What's wrong with just saying it?
I didn't say they're bad.
But you can't.
I didn't say they're
like,
elite.
It's like coming out of your mouth like
No.
vomit. Like just say it, bro. It's okay with just admitting the fact that the Cowboys are good. The Cowboys
I never
have
said
the best
they're good.
player.
I did say they're
Hey,
good.
tell them Cowboys are
What?
good
You guys
in the regular season.
Yeah, in the regular season.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
Because it's true.
Here's
You
it.
would have proved people wrong.
Let's line up the excuses that are about to come. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
There's no
Cowboys.
excuses because y'all meeting Tampa Bay first.
No,
in Tampa.
here we go.
In Tampa.
And all of a sudden we're like,
In Tampa.
Tampa Bay was
in
gold,
Tampa,
right?
dude.
Then all of a sudden we're like, oh my god, that's
For
so
you guys.
elite. No,
For you
listen,
guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Do you not
You guys
remember
match
what-
up bad.
There's no more shit to talk about to Dallas. So now we're gonna start. The excuse that's gonna be used is just wait till the playoffs. Wait till the playoffs.
I'm not saying
Wait till the playoffs. And then when Dallas wins the playoff game, what's the next excuse?
We
gonna
say
be?
wait till the playoffs.
Well, they
because-
got lucky. They got lucky, but just wait till the next playoff game. Just wait. They're
One
definitely
and done.
gonna
not
lose
true.
that game.
That's
They're
not true.
definitely gonna lose that game.
Talking
And then
like
guess
that.
what? If Dallas wins that game, guess what the next one's gonna be?
Oh my god.
Oh,
You guys aren't gonna
they
go that
freaking
far,
got lucky
dude.
twice.
See, here's the thing, bro.
They haven't won since 1995.
Here's the
That's
thing.
exactly what's gonna happen.
You
I'm
guys
sick
want
of
to
this
prove
shit
everybody
every
wrong
time.
so bad. So you guys know you have that pressure of not doing anything in the playoffs. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, who has?
I don't know.
Outside of damn Tom Brady, the NFC can't figure it out. It's not like we have a consistent guy doing the same shit.
You guys,
It's like the same thing. Aaron Rodgers, you would say the same shit.
You guys-
and then the worst thing is like Aaron Rodgers, right? Wait till the NFC Championship game. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
you didn't even make
We
it.
can't talk shit week to week, so you just look to the
You're
future
not doing anything.
to try to pick something. That way you can just hold on to
Their
that.
season's over.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I'm talking about this is exactly how it's gonna be with the Cowboys. And then the Cowboys, let's just say the Cowboys beat the
Because
Phillies.
fans like you
listen to
just
me.
want to make a deep route. Playoff
No,
run to-
we take it week.
to-
Fans like me take it week by week. We're gonna enjoy every
Because you
win.
know.
No, we're
Because you
gonna
know.
enjoy every
You
win.
haven't seen your team ever do it.
It's
in your
about
lifetime.
enjoying the process.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
about enjoying
Exactly.
the process.
You haven't seen your team do it in their entire
your
lifetime. So,
So-
yes, you do have to take it week by week. But everybody wants to jump because you have delusional Cowboys fans thinking Super Bowl or bust, and so many Cowboy haters that it's like don't start counting your chickens early. 'cause
No,
we
it
can't
just-
wait to see you guys fail.
It's like numbers,
We
right?
can't see it
Everybody
till we
wants to
see
use
you guys
stats. Everybody wants to use stats until the stats are in favor of the Cowboys. For example, Dallas has the number one offense in the league, right? And now all of a sudden you got people like you that want to fucking come in and say, well, they pat the stats every week. If you notice,
That's what they did.
No, it does. They play to win
That's
the
what they
game.
did.
Borba. That's probably why your team always blows these leads.
What
Because you
lead do we
don't play
blow?
to win the game.
We're 10-2.
Come on. Yeah,
We're
okay,
10-2.
cool. And now look how tight your
We're
ass
10-2.
cheeks are playing the Detroit Lions.
Nope.
What are we
Those are
talking?
good.
This is
Those
crazy.
are good.
Bro. This is the same shit we go through every
And it's
fucking time
literally
we have
a
a good
rivalry
team.
game.
This
so.
is crazy. The excuses are already lining up. We already heard the first one. Why do the Cowboys have the best offense in the league? Ooh, they pat the we already heard the first one. Okay.
That's true.
The
stat.
next one's coming. The next one is what? What's the next one, Jay?
Oh,
After
I
they
forget
win
who's
today, and I hit that post with saying, "Cheers, fellas, Cowboys Nation, let's go." We're gonna hear it, right? We're gonna hear the excuse of, "Well, they're not playing anybody." Well, let's go look at Philly's fucking schedule. The team that you guys are saying are the most elite in the league. Let's go look at that schedule. If we're gonna use easy schedule as an excuse, let's go look at Philly's real quick,
Philly blew out every
right?
playoff
But
team.
then it's like, no, who cares? The Cowboys haven't played nobody. All right, what's the next one after that? I can't wait. That's when you hit the playoff one. And then they ride that one. Like Stephen A. Smith, already using it. Already. Let these, I got them right where I want them. They're going to get to the Super Bowl. So he's already, he's already handicapping himself. Let's get to the Super Bowl. They're going to get to the Super Bowl. The Cowboy fans are going to be at its highest. They're going to have hope.
in the Super
They're
Bowl.
going to have hope. And then they're going to come trickling down like they always do. Like, shut the fuck up. We can't use that excuse.
That's going.
It's
too
easy
far.
to say that about anybody, though. Anybody.
Stephen A.
Buffalo.
Smith,
Let's talk about Buffalo, right? We're already crowning them, or they were already crowning them, right? But are we not going to pull out history on them either and talk about how they've lost every Super Bowl that they've been to? Nah, because they're fun, they're cool. Bills Mafia. We jump on tables. We get body slammed. We
Well,
like
yeah,
eating
and they
mustard
also
and
weren't
ketchup.
good for 20 years.
Don't
so.
matter. We haven't been either, apparently. So how come we have to use that
Exactly.
old shit?
But you guys are act every year like you guys.
You want to know
are
what the
best.
difference is between this
That's
year and any
why.
other year? I get it. There's a lot of delusion. I hate my
Yeah.
own fans.
Yeah.
I hate. There's a lot of Cowboy fans. There's a lot of social media Cowboy fans. I guess that's what you would say, right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that just watch clips. Those are annoying because those are the first ones that go Cowboys, woos, whatever, right? This team has a generational talent on it. Don't know when the last time we've had a generational talent like Micah Parsons that could just completely wreck a game. I think that's what gives us hope. I think that's what gets us excited. I think that's what gets us ramped up is the fact that we have one guy that can completely wreck an entire game and give us a chance to win. Now, what you think about Dak Prescott on that offense, that's a whole nother thing. But the fact that there's one guy that can give us an opportunity to go anywhere and win a game, that's what gives the Cowboy fans faith to go and make a hell of a run here in the playoffs. What the playoffs is going to look like, don't know. I just want to get to an NFC Championship, and then we'll go from there.
And that's
But-
crazy.
But
It's crazy that you say that because Micah Parsons was literally attacked in that Philly game, and he was one of the reasons you guys were getting exploited. So bad.
yeah, cool. Right on. It's regular season. Let's adjust. You don't think they're going to make any adjustments going into Christmas Eve from a
You'd
game that
think
happened
so.
in week, 4, 3?
You think so?
You You think so? Are we only gonna use this logic on me, or should we flip it to your team here?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too, though. If you assume that you're gonna make an adjustment,
I mean, yeah,
yes.
we've done really good with our adjustments, not in-game adjustments,
Okay,
but weekly
so
adjustments.
Mike Parsons
So
got picked on.
Yeah, so we need to see.
Are we not gonna see? You don't think?
I don't know.
We're just gonna be like,
I don't
fuck it,
know.
Mike, go do the same thing we did
I don't
the week
know.
before.
Have you watched your team close enough this year to see if they make adjustments?
I would think so. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah?
There's games just like you guys, right?
You think
Where
you guys
it's
have
like,
the coaching staff to do it the successful way?
does my coaching staff make me a slight bit nervous?
Yes.
I think Kellen Moore does because he
Yeah,
gets
but that's
excited.
offense.
Yeah.
What about defense?
No, hell no. The defense is what gets me excited. The defense is why Dallas stuck in that game against Philly. If you remember, I think they only scored what? 3 points in the second half.
Yeah.
Dallas almost came back. I mean, there's a whole lot of assumptions that saying, "Oh, well, Dak played blah blah," right?
Yeah.
Cool, get it. Whatever it is, what it is. The fact that defense allowed them to get back in that game, has that not give you hope? Your question mark right now is what? Our defense. We play bend don't break. No, bro, we got dogs. We play to win. How does that not get you juiced up? That gets the fact it gets you nervous, bro. Let's be real. As a Cowboys hater, yeah, no, seriously.
I'm not a Cowboys hater.
You are though. As a Cowboys hater, let's just put the camera on you. As a Cowboys hater, you're telling me lining up against Mike Parsons, that defense don't make you nervous. Fucking, that's the show. All right, boys.
Like, are you talking about my team against your team?
Anybody,
or-
bro.
I guess yeah. It depends on the matchup. Yeah.
All right, let me ask you one more time. No fucking matchup. Doesn't matter. If you have to play the Cowboys defense in the first round, you're not nervous. Go ahead.
Honestly,
Go ahead. We're about to end the show.
Anybody but Tampa, yeah. I'd be nervous.
No, even if the only reason you're not nervous if you're Tampa is because
Match up, bro.
the only reason you're not nervous if you're Tampa is because you have absolutely nothing to lose. Everybody already thinks Tampa sucks. Everybody already has excuses for Tom Brady. Like, it's already lined up for them. It's perfect. There's two stories for that team. One is they stink. If they don't make the playoffs, they're going to be like, oh, that sucks. Hopefully Tom Brady comes back. That, he didn't have no help. That there was a new coaching, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? If they make a run in the playoffs, what's the story? Tom Brady had an awful team. He put them together, lined them up. They made a run. They got to the Super Bowl, and so on and so forth. There's two stories lined up for that team.
I just don't think you should be scared of a. I don't know. When you got
when the Niners come to town, what's up?
That's pretty scary.
Why?
Because they can run the ball over.
Because fucking Mr. Irrelevant.
No, because their running game and their defense.
Okay, what does Dallas have?
Running game
And
defense.
defense.
But I think
That's just the bias right there. That's the show.
49ers do it better.
That's the show.
As you can see, 49ers have the better product, obviously, that you can see going out.
Do they?
They just made a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Did they? No,
Yeah.
when?
2 years ago. Right? 2 years
It
ago.
was
2020. 2020. Yeah, so it's going on 3 years, but I mean, their product works. You've seen that. Like, I would honestly, 49ers run game is scary because I've seen it. Like, it killed us before. And then just a complete overall defense, like, I don't know. You got Micah Parsons, and then I don't even consider Trayvon Diggs being locked down or anything like that. But he's just a difference maker. He's a playmaker.
He's a playmaker here for sure.
But something that I don't know. Defense good. You have obviously standout players, but
just
players that are gonna like. You don't have a whole.
You're nervous.
No.
Playing the Cowboys would make you nervous.
No.
You don't go. Give me the Cowboys week 1.
Give me the Cowboys first round of the playoffs.
You don't want it, bro. You don't
Give it to me. Yes, I want them in Philly back to back. Like, give it to me both.
And Philly too.
Yes.
This guy wants to go home.
Yes, I do.
This guy wants to go home.
I want to go out playing the two best teams in the NFC.
That way you have an excuse.
I crowned you guys to the two best teams in the NFC.
Thank you.
Even though
you don't.
All right, that's all the love I'll give, and okay, I want them. Like, give me Dallas, give me Dallas, and give me Philly, because what I know our team can do is adjust really well.
And that's what you say.
So
whenever you want to use, well, we did lose to the team that made it to the Super Bowl. That's what you say, right?
who? That's what you say.
Oh shit! All right. Good morning, King Borba. That's what was said.
Yeah.
Good morning, King Borba.
And all of CTO.
And all of CTR. Thank you. Say that name for me. Borba. Bobby
Boucher.
Shout out Bobby Boucher. Shout out my mom. Good morning,
It's
boys.
actually Ryan's cousin.
Shout out my mom. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's just make some quick picks so we can end the show. We're just gonna go through all of them, Borba, because we kind of got lost there with the Cowboy conversation. Sorry, I'm sweating.
It's heavy.
Borba got me over here sweating.
He's
Boy.
sweating and yelling about the Cowboys, man.
It just it's annoying. It's annoying. Twitter's not fun. Twitter's not fun on Sundays. Same shit. It's maybe I'm arguing with absolutely nobody. I am arguing with absolutely nobody because there's never.
I'm not
much
I'm
of
not
a
arguing
rebuttal.
back. I'm just saying.
All right, let's go through these games real quick because we've got 10 minutes. So Cowboys, Texans, Cowboys, Vikings, Lions.
Vikings.
I picked Vikings, but I'm not. I'm staying away from this game. There's a reason.
On it.
There's a
bet on
reason.
it.
Vikings heavy. Are we gonna
Vikings
sprinkle?
heavy.
Are we gonna dabble Vikings today?
Vikings.
Give me the Vikings.
All day.
Give me
All
the
day
Vikings.
long.
Give me the Vikings.
All day long. This is what we're turning on.
Jaguars and Titans. Titans playing for their life to get into the playoffs again. The AFC's tight.
AFC's tight.
Let's go ahead. Verb. Let's bounce back. Give me the
Titans
Titans.
have to win this one.
Yep. Give me the Titans. Eagles, Giants. I went Giants.
Yeah, I know. You want the Giants
Obviously.
so bad.
I have to. I can't give this team any respect.
Let's just be realist here. And Eagles run game, very hard to stop. I don't think they have enough talent to force Jalen Hurts to look iffy throwing the ball in the secondary at least. So, yeah, I got to go Eagles.
Okay.
Got to go Eagles.
I'm not going to argue.
Who's going to stop A.J. Brown? I don't know. Not saying he's,
No, that guy's a
great
dog.
receiver,
That guy's a
he's
dog,
just
bro.
a physical.
He's
He's
definitely
more
up there.
he'll out-physical you.
Ravens, Steelers. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, I think I picked
Steelers.
Steelers too with Lamar Jackson out. Yeah.
Put yourself in the Ravens' shoes real quick. Lamar Jackson, do you come back?
Okay, so right now you got to think realistic. I mean, maybe some Ravens fans will freak out, but you got to take it week by week and know that it's a week by week injury. If you can at least split your games, you're still in a great position to win that division. Like they're in a good spot to still win that division. They can't drop, 2 or 3 in a row, or else you might be screwed. So this is a perfect way for the Bengals to get back in the game. But I think Tyler Huntley is good enough to sneak a win or 2 in. If Lamar's gone 3 weeks, I think they can get 2 wins out of that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
The fact that they couldn't put up any points or not very many.
It's gonna be
points,
tough though, I think, today.
for
J.
sure.
Watt's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They squeaked out
a
a week.
little bit better. I don't know. They need to find. They got no offense. Like they have no good offensive play calling.
All I've
Pickett
heard-
needs to find George Pickens, and they need to be more creative on offense. Their offense is really.
I think Steelers fans are all on the same page, right?
Yeah.
We have
They
a
hate their
sucky
offensive
offense coordinator. Yeah. Get what's his name? Matt Canada. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. And I
Get
think
somebody creative in.
today's one of those days. Today is the game where he's playing for his
You kind
job.
of have to
You
win
have
that
to.
game.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. And they're still in the playoff picture. They just got to win out.
Yeah.
And luckily, Lamar Jackson's out. For me, as a fantasy owner of Lamar Jackson, this hurts my heart because we're about to get into the playoffs, and this guy's not probably going to come back.
Yeah.
If I'm a Baltimore fan, I am okay with Lamar not rushing himself back
Yeah, don't.
because
You're not in a.
even if you resign him and he
scary
gets hurt,
situation.
yeah.
If I'm saying if worse comes worse, you guys are still probably a wild card team.
I don't think the Ravens win this. Steelers, give me T.J. Watt to wreck this game.
Yeah.
They couldn't score. Baltimore couldn't really score last week. Got squeaked out a win against a really bad, awful Broncos team.
Steelers are favorite to win today.
So give me the Steelers. There's a little bit of rain going out there. Who can run the shit out of that ball? Give me Najee. All right, Chiefs and Broncos. Let's not waste our
Let's not
time.
waste our time.
Let's ride right past this game. Let's go Chiefs. Chiefs. All right. Bucks Niners. We already talked about it. Give me the Niners. Give me the
I
Niners
picked
today.
Bucks.
You did pick Bucks. You did. Hey, let's get him out. Let's get Tom Brady out, guys. Let's.
This is a great
Hey,
matchup
Niners, come
for
on.
the Bucks, though. Like these are both two similar teams. These are probably the most physical teams in the NFC when they're
Tom is not
healthy.
losing to a kid he hasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't even.
He's
born when he
actually
was
undefeated.
No, but here's the
First
good
time
thing.
starters.
Yeah. But the good thing is that Tom doesn't necessarily rush the guy that is also throwing the ball on the other side, and Tom Brady still has a rocky offensive line that happens
What can
to
Tampa
be
Bay do well? Stop the run. stop the run,
Okay.
and limit.
So today we find out
win first and second. Yes, you have to win first and second downs if you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Win first and second down. Make Brock Purdy beat you on third down.
I like
Boom.
that. Boom. That's
that
the path.
simple.
That's the path from a fan's perspective
And
on how the
what's
Bucs win the game.
possible is the Bucs can easily do that.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a lot of points scored? No, I expect it to be maybe 16-19, 17-14, 13-16. I don't think it's going to get past 20. I don't think it gets no. I don't think
20.
I think you go under 40. Under 40
I got a
points.
20-13 win by San Francisco.
Under 40 points this game.
I just don't think. I get what we just picked at, right? But now from a 49ers perspective, you go, okay, what is the Buccaneers' weakness? Probably the offensive line. And what do the 49ers do very well? Rush the passer.
Yes, but also that defense is still going to keep them in the game.
Yeah.
Defense still is going to.
No, for sure. So this is going to come down to another game where we go, Brady has a chance to win. Just curious to see how the criticism is if Tom Brady drops the ball. Do we have the same energy that we had last week because he squeaked one out? Tom Brady's back. That was a narrative. They're already setting up the comeback from Tom Brady. Give me the Niners. Panthers, Seahawks. I guess Panthers are technically still alive to win the division. They stink. They got rid of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield goes over and wins a game for the LA Rams. And now you don't even know who the quarterback is, to be honest. Sam Darnold, TJ Walker.
It's either Sam Darnold or PJ Walker.
Give me the
PJ
Seahawks.
Third, I think.
Give me the Seahawks today.
Yeah, you got to take.
Give me the Hawks. The Hawks have to win also. This is kind of where Geno Smith says, hey, they still haven't rowed back.
Yeah.
This is your game to win.
I'm not writing back.
Yeah.
He's not writing back.
He's
Everybody's
not
writing
writing.
him
They're
off.
writing
He
him.
hasn't wrote. He's not writing back.
The ends. Right
Yeah.
below.
Oh, yeah.
All right, final game.
He's not writing back.
Final game here, more of a Sunday night football. Dolphins and Chargers.
Dolphins, Chargers. I picked Dolphins.
Did
Yeah.
you? Yeah, me too. Yeah,
Chargers
Dolphins.
can't
We already
stop
talked
them.
about this.
Chargers
And
cannot.
Chargers, no guarantee, no Bosa.
Nope.
There's just not enough.
Why
I
do you
don't
go
think so.
Arizona?
Not enough. Arizona Patriots. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is why. This is
Dang,
why.
who did I pick right here? You're gonna have to look at that.
Patriots.
I picked Patriots.
Yeah, you did.
I think I like Patriots. Yeah.
This okay. You want to go?
CJ
You want to go
Jones.
Patriots first? You want to talk about it? Do you care to talk about? You want to say anything about that?
Are they gonna win?
Okay. they're favored by 1.5. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a good matchup. D Hop versus St. Jones. I think. Yeah.
That's why I'm going with Arizona.
Honestly, we
'Cause
just don't know
what
what
they-
what is.
What's
Kyler
going
Murray's just
on?
not that
What
good.
what is going
Kyler
on?
Murray's just not that good. He's good at some things, but he's just not great at anything.
Does Kyler Murray get traded out in the offseason? Or do they get rid of their coach? Like, it's hard to even –
You
DeAndre
gotta get
Hopkins
rid of the
definitely
coach.
wants out next year.
Yeah.
There's no way D-Hop stays there.
No. Bring him over to Minnesota, honestly. Bring him to Minnesota. You have a two combo right
Hey,
there.
Cowboys trying to get Odell. Let's wait.
No.
D-Hop's going to be ready next year.
No.
Come on over, baby.
You
Put
guys
that
aren't
number-
gonna get no one. We're not gonna get no one. I think
probably gonna be
Odell's
the
going to
Chiefs.
Kansas City or Baltimore maybe. I think that's
Here's
it.
the thing.
Yeah.
New England Patriots have
Let's be
two
honest.
solid offensive tackles out. Okay. We don't know what
Yeah.
Arizona
Yeah.
is. D-Hop continues to ball.
They don't have much of
And
a pass rush. Arizona doesn't have much of a pass rush, dude.
Today's a day where you just rely on D-Hop. Okay. Kyler Murray, when in doubt, do what you do best.
Ride
Throw it
D-Hop.
up in the air and ride D-Hop. That's what you have to do.
Extend the plays, find open guys.
The
That's
Patriots,
what you can do.
the Patriots don't do enough on offense to make me feel comfortable choosing.
I think
them.
Matt
That's the
Judon
thing.
has a good game. Gets to Kyler Murray, causes havoc.
Dog. See that damn, bro. That's the thing is like the Patriots defense can
Plays
definitely win you games.
Yes.
And it's just a matter of like what offense you're gonna get. Right?
I think Mac Jones.
Is that fair to say? Like y'all's offense is so wishy-washy. It's like 1 week it's like
Yeah.
holy shit, this might be the best
Run the
running
ball.
team in the league, and then the next week it's like score 3 points.
Yeah.
Like what just happened?
It's just inconsistency of Mac
What
Jones.
just-
and stuff.
Who's calling the plays? We still don't even
Yeah.
know who's calling the plays over there. I got to go with Arizona. Also went with Arizona because I was going against you guys because I'm hoping that our picks this week for that beautiful belt comes down to that game, and potentially I'll be riding on a guy that I don't want to ride for, Kyler Murray, to win me back the belt that I haven't touched
For the first
in
time in
weeks
weeks.
after weeks
Weeks.
after weeks since week 6. The champion
Weeks.
has to be back because of the lack of promos that
Champ
these
is
two
here.
don't cut. With that being said, start tallying up the excuses. Start jotting them
Start
down.
jotting
Start
them
getting
down.
them
Start
ready.
getting them
You
ready.
haters, you
Get
Cowboy
ready.
haters, get ready.
because this storm is coming. And I appreciate y'all watching this show. Don't forget to check out Take
Bet
Back Roswell.
all your money on the Houston Texans today.
Hey, don't.
He said all your money.
Don't.
Bet it, and you will be a millionaire.
Or you're gonna be broke as fuck.